Hi guys, welcome again to the WordPress Mastery course. In the previous module, we introduced ourselves to the WordPress.org, which is our focal area in this WordPress Mastery course. We had earlier exposed ourselves to WordPress.com, which is the self-hosting free platform introduced by WordPress for entrepreneurs, for freelancers to create websites for themselves and to manage their websites, all for free. However, the limitations has drove a lot of persons into the WordPress.org platform, which is equally free, however, but doesn't give you the express permission to just use a setup wizard to create your website. So with the WordPress.org, you will have to acquire basic WordPress skills to install the WordPress, to set up the themes and then manage the plugins and all that for your website to be up and running, and then also look attractive and convert your prospective customers or clients into paying customers and clients, as the case may be. So we'll quickly go back to our browser where we left off on the WordPress.org. This is the WordPress.org website where we have the themes, the plugins, and the themes which I introduced earlier in the previous module. So if you are wondering why it is necessary for you to have the skills to build a WordPress website, I want to draw your attention to these very few arguments of mine. And I will not be saying a lot. I'll just point you to some prominent organization in Nigeria and outside Nigeria that are currently using WordPress. So I've opened a few tabs right here. This is the Punch NG newspaper. This is the Punch Nigeria newspaper. A lot of us do visit this website to keep ourselves updated in the happenings of the country, news, and all that. So surprisingly, this website is powered by WordPress. See, it looks attractive, it looks clean, it looks organized, unlike what we had in the WordPress.com. That wasn't very organized due to the fact that it was free, but this looks a bit organized. But so to say, it's a WordPress website. It's powered by WordPress. We'll notice that the health wise takes us to a subdomain of the punch.ng. So how do we know that it's a subdomain? So when we go to the punch, this is punch.ng. This is the domain name. This is the domain name punch.ng, punchng.com. I beg your pardon. Then we select the health wise. We've noticed that it's taking us to healthwise.punch.ng .punchng.com. So it's just like when we were building our WordPress .com website, we noticed that it was carrying WordPress.com. So WordPress.com is the domain, and then our website is a subdomain of the main domain. So the same thing with this healthwise.punchng.com, which is a subdomain of the punch.ng. But let us check. There are ways that we can check if it's actually powered by WordPress. It's just by adding wp admin to the end of it. Domain. These are, let me do it in small letters. Although it will still work even with caps, it will still work. But let me use small letters. Okay, so yeah, so what that does is that it loads the back end of the WordPress. So this is where the user enters his username and password. It is actually illegal for you to start trying the password unless you want to hack into their system and then access the WordPress backend, which is going to be something like this, but it's going to be more, there are going to be more features right here because of the robustness of the website. So obviously they're going to have more plugins and a very sophisticated team to manage the website. So When you log into this is what you expect to see. This is a like dashboard that you expect to see. So that's for the L2I. So let's go back to the punch itself. The punch itself. Are they still using WordPress? Yes, they are. So we just add WP admin to it, and Voila. Yeah, they are also using WordPress. So Punch is using WordPress. So let's try another one. This is Channels TV. This is the official website. So let's add WP admin. Let's see if it's powered by WordPress. Yeah, sorry, you have been blocked. You are unable to access this channel. Now, this is done by a plugin in WordPress. This shows that it's actually using WordPress, and a plugin in WordPress is blocking it. So they're actually using Cloudflare as a security plugin to block the WP admin on their website, so that users will not see it, because the WP admin is easy to just carry on your head. So you can just go around and be typing WP admin. Just keep typing WP admin every website you see to check if they're using WordPress. So a lot of people are currently blocking it, especially the big corporations. They are blocking it so that you will not have eh, access to the back end to start trying to log in, because yeah, most of these big organizations are prone to cyber attacks. So they usually are going to have people trying to log into the back end, like this punch. Yeah, people are going to try to log into the back end. People are going to try different password to see if they can access it. If they can post something. Somebody can try to post something on this website to sabotage the effort of the organization. So yeah, many organizations try to lock or to restrict users from the user admin, that's the back end login page. But there are other ways that we can find that. One of the ways is to open the image that we see to see if the image, we'll just open the image in a new tab to see if the image is a WordPress content. Yeah, and here it is. So if you check the URL, you see that this is a WordPress content, WP content. So yes, they are also using WordPress. So we call them on that. They're also using WordPress. And there's another one, business day, business day. So let's try. Let's see, WP admin, and yes, yes again, they're using WordPress. And then daily post, yes, another platform. So let's try WP admin to see. And yes, again, they are using WordPress. So you see all these organizations are running on WordPress. So this acquiring the WordPress skill is a necessity. It's a skill that will be beneficial to you, not just for yourself. Say you want to build a portfolio website for yourself, you want to build for your business and all that. It's also something that you could do as a side also for other people. You could build websites for other people and charge them a fee for it. You could also manage websites. If you check, let's check. Let's check WordPress. WordPress website manager. Absolutely. Yeah. So Indeed has 21 of it. Indeed alone has 21 of it. People looking for someone to develop a WordPress website for them, someone to manage their WordPress website. And that this is they are looking for a freelance article writer. And this website probably are using WordPress. So they need somebody who understands WordPress. So yeah, so there are a lot of opportunities out there for you if you acquire this skill. Not just the fact that you intend to do it for yourself, but also there are opportunities out there. So this company is looking for a WordPress developer, and they're in Nigeria, and they're willing to pay 300 400 monthly salary, and the job is will pay contact, and yeah, the job is remote. So they're looking for 3 years WordPress experience. See, share link of the WordPress live website you have built in experience and all that. So yeah, so there are opportunities out there, not just the fact that you're building for yourself, but you could also use the site also to set up website for a small business around you to enlighten them and also to make money out of it. So yes, it is a necessity for you. And if you recall in one of the earlier videos that you watch during I think the first second module, you notice that one of the statistics that was laid down there was that WordPress power about 30% of the websites on the internet, and it's still currently growing higher. It's currently going higher, aside the fact that AI coming in, and a lot of people are exploring the use of AI to power their websites. However, WordPress also permits that, so there are also AIs that can build WordPress websites. So, and the ease of managing a WordPress website makes people want to come back to that angle. So yes, WordPress is a necessity. So going forward, the WordPress.org gives us different kind of team. We noticed that there were teams that we saw on the WordPress.com that were paid teams that were not free. But if you check on the WordPress.org, a lot of those teams are free. A lot of those teams are free. For instance, you see this one is only available on business plan. And what's the name? Solar One. So let's come to WordPress.org and look for Solar One team. Solar One. Okay, so we have a lot of solar team here. Solar system, solar energy, solar, a lot of solar teams. And we do not have exactly that solar one team right here, but let's go back. Let's go back to solar group, solar energy, solar one. Okay, there we have about 16 teams that are related to solar here. Okay, this is solar one together, solar one together, solar one together. So let's try that. Okay, so we have solar one business. Okay, let's search for, let's see, Astra. Okay, so yeah, there's Astra here, and Astra is only available on business. But let's come to WordPress.com, and you see Astra is here, and Astra is free to download. It's free. You can just download it and use it. While WordPress.com, you have to be on the business plan. And let us recall that the business plan, let's go to plan. Let's plan. Let's take upgrade. Okay, upgrade plans. Let's go to plan and see what the business plan costs. The business plan costs $25 per month if you're paying uh, annually, and then if you're paying monthly, it costs $40 per month. So for you to be able to use Astra as a theme on your WordPress website, you need to pay $40 per month to use Astra. So the month that you fail to use to pay this $40, you're reverted to year, and then your team is downgraded to whatever team you were using when you were in the free version. So you see that here it is more, it is cheaper to have it from WordPress.org. However, you need to get your skills. You need to acquire the skills that are necessary for you to excel, for you to be able to set up a website. So outside the teams, there are also plugins. There are also plugins here. If we go back to the WordPress.com, we notice that there were plugins that were said to be must have premium plugins that are must have. Yoast SEO, WP, Bakery, Page Builder, Astra Pro. All these are plugins that were said to be premium plugins on the WordPress.com, and even these plugins are also paid. This one is $10 per month. This one is $9 per month. This one is $12 per month, and they all require you to upgrade to any of the plan. Well, I think not just the business plan, but maybe the pro and the premium plan can also accommodate this. So let's see if any plan is actually stated there. Okay, so it's actually for all the plans except the free plan. So you can use it with any of the plan except the free plan. So annually you save $1 annually. So if you're paying annually, you pay 180. All right, so let's go back to WordPress.com. So let's check for the used SEO. Use SEO. So okay, I'm saying used. It's not used. It's use SEO. Yeah, use SEO is here, and it is also free. You can download it for free here. So downloading it for free is not enough. Getting this required skill to handle it is what is most important. So the themes and the plugins are two of the most important things that are needed outside the fact that WordPress itself has to be downloaded. Like I mentioned, we have to first start by downloading the WordPress. Um, the installation guide will not be necessary because that's part of the things that we will be treating in this course, how to install the WordPress. So we'll have a practical guide just as we're doing right now in the modules to come. Have a practical guide to direct us on how to install the WordPress offline and online and remote server on the cloud, whatever. Will be guided adequately on how to do that, and then you can download it and have it on our system. So where do we start from? Start by downloading the WordPress itself. So the latest version, this is WordPress 7.0.4. So usually when you come to the website, you have the latest version. Usually you have the latest version. So you click to download. So ask me to download. So I'm going to create a folder on the download and call it Loomis WP Practicals. Okay, so open this folder and save our WordPress down there. So yeah, so the first step is to download the WordPress. It's 31.44 megabytes, not too heavy. So that's the first step. We download the WordPress. Okay, so my download is completed. If I go to my folder, I should have my WordPress on my folder. So it's going to come as a zip file, and this zip file will carry a lot of PHP scripts, and then we'll carry this three folder. This is the WP admin. This is where your images, your CSS file, all that things your users are going to be, and we have the WP includes and the WP content. This is WP content is where you have your plugins and your theme. This is where they are saved. So when you see these are the plugins that are coming with the default plugins that comes with the WP, the WordPress itself, the Hello PHP, the index, the Arcade theme, and the Hello PHP. These are plugins that come with the WordPress itself, and it also comes with a default theme. I mentioned, okay, you have the 2023 theme, you have the 2024 theme, 2025 theme. These are the default theme that it will come with. So that is that. So in the course to come, we will explain how to manage this offline and also explain how to manage it online. So just stick around, have fun while you explore. You could go around checking the different platforms, different websites that are currently using WordPress. You could go around, just play around to see how you can identify from the knowledge that you have acquired from this, how you can identify the different websites that you can see online that are using currently using WordPress to also boost your morale on learning this WordPress to on acquiring these skills. It will also help to boost your morale, knowing that you are on the right track. You are acquiring a skill that is valuable, not for just for now, but also for the future. So, thank you very much for joining me in this module. I'll see you in the next module.